Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to Team Dragonfly's travel club overview. It's a really quick overview for you to understand how our Netflix of travel works and how you can make the most of it. So I'm going to share my screen, but I'll introduce who I am first of all. So my name's Paula. I'm from Manchester in the UK. I'm a single mum of four, and I came across this club. It's almost 7 years ago, and I just thought I want to take my kids abroad. I was outpriced in the market, and I found this, and I thought this is ideal. I'll be able to take my kids abroad, thinking just the one trip. I now take my kids away 5 times more than I ever have done, and I'm just so grateful that I'm here and just loving the journey. I'm going to share my screen and then we're going to have an opportunity just to have a chat with Mahmuda and Daryl about their experiences as well. If there's any questions or if this has been shared with you and you've got questions, please go back to the person that shared it with you. If you're on live, just drop them in the chat or you can ask them at the end. So, can you see my screen okay?
Yeah.
So, welcome to our travel club overview. Now, our travel club has been around a very long time. We are a cash-rich company, debt-free company, and we're celebrating our 13th year. We're in over 60 countries around the world, and we've got main headquarters all over the world, as you can see. We were founded by David and Adela Hart that are based in Temecula, California. And they have a family, and what they were finding with their travel experiences was that travel seems to be reserved for the rich. And they felt that that was pretty unjust. And I tend to agree. I think everyone should have the same opportunity. But because of the price of travel, that wasn't happening. So they basically put together this platform that I'm going to explain to you and share with you tonight. David is a award-winning entrepreneur and an incredible human being. I've been fortunate enough to meet both David and Adela, and they're just wonderful human beings. It's well worth, as you go on your journey with our club, getting to an event that they're at, because meeting them and hearing the wisdom and hearing their knowledge and experience of this industry is phenomenal. So we compare ourselves to the Netflix of travel, and we do that because it's a monthly subscription service. We are not travel agents. When you look at our platform, what you'll find is that there's a monthly subscription that you pay, just like Netflix. Everybody has subscriptions for everything these days. Why not add travel to that list? I I have, and I'm loving it. So when you do that, what does your subscription give you? It doesn't just give you movies like Netflix does. It gives you resort stays, hotels, cruises, car rental, theme parks, tours all around the world, activities, movie tickets, anything you can think of that you want to spend your leisure time doing and having fun and connecting and enjoying yourself. We have discounts for all of it, but our specialism is travel. Now you can see on this slide, we've got the Starbucks sign in the background. That's because our premium product, our maximum um, benefit of our membership, the platinum membership, is actually less than a Starbucks a day. So if you get a morning coffee on your way to work and you do that every single day, if you maybe leave that out a few times, our membership, our top-notch membership costs you less than a Starbucks every single day. And it's so affordable to access everything that I'm going to share with you. Now, there's three main aspects to our membership. We've got a wholesale search engine, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, and we've got getaways and we've got world tours. I want you to bear in mind that getaways and world tours are second and third aspect of your membership. They're related to the subscription that you pay each month. Nothing in this subscription is wasted. When you pay your subscription, your monthly membership is transformed into travel points, and you can redeem those travel points against getaways, and world tours. So I want you to keep that in your head as you watch all this information. You get points for your subscription. It's not just a subscription that you pay like you do with Netflix. You don't really get any benefits other than the movies. With us, you get the benefits of having access to what I'm showing you tonight, but you also get the points that you can redeem on this travel as well. So we're going to talk about the wholesale search engine first of all. 95% of online search engines are owned by just two companies. Let me go back. By just two companies. That's something that the industry doesn't really shout about. And I'll give you a reason as to why they don't really tell you. When I'm going looking and doing a comparison, before I found this club, and I was looking, doing comparisons and working out how I was going to get my four kids abroad, because that was the goal. I was looking at two different sites, and both of them were, I know now, they were both owned by the same company, but they were giving me different prices. And it begs the question, are they being transparent? Are they being really open and honest with the actual price of the hotel that I was looking at staying in? For me, that's not honesty, it's not transparency. Um, Now we are completely independent of that. We've got our own wholesale travel commission-free site that is available to you as one of our members, and it's not owned by anyone other than us. So we give you the flat rate base price. Anything in addition to that that other companies charge is commission. Like I mentioned, we're not travel agents. We also don't have any overheads to pay like adverts. We use word of mouth and attraction marketing to share our message. So we don't have any commissions that we add on. And this is gonna blow you away if you got that sneak peek just then. This is a wholesale booking site booking, and you can see just how much the saving is compared to our price if you were to go through our membership. They put over £3,000 on there as a commission. Now that is shocking. That is absolutely shocking to me. And if you were to look on other sites, there might be more. And that's the kind of commission that they charge us. We don't have any of that. We don't have to add commission to anything that we have. We've got a commission-free booking site. Really exciting. This is a trip that I took. Oh, it's not showing. I took a trip and I saved £600 with my children going on a wholesale booking option. Now that £600 actually paid for another holiday for me to take my kids away. And this is how I've been able to take them away 5 times more than previously. So the second part of our membership is what we refer to as getaways. These are ideal for families with children, ideal for groups of friends that want to go away. Um, and just bear with me, someone's arrived. And these trips you can plan, they're completely flexible. You choose the dates, you choose where you want to go, you choose the time of year, everything you choose yourself. But this, remember I mentioned earlier, your subscription is transformed into points that you can redeem on this option, which is the getaways. Now, if you look at that first one, Canary Islands, this is for a week for 4 people. The membership rate is £6 for this trip. Says at the bottom there, plus tax. I know because I've looked at taking this trip myself, the tax for 4 people in this room, and that tax refers to government taxes that you have to pay. Everybody has to pay those taxes when they stay in a hotel resort or a hotel room. And the tax on that room is around £62. So you're looking at a week stay for 4 people for £68. Now, the retail rate for that, this doesn't include flights, this is room only. The retail rate for that is £800. So you're making a huge saving. Second one there as an example, Cabo San Lucas. Again, it's for a week in a one-bed suite. I know people that have stayed there. That picture is exactly as it looks on their pictures when they're in that poolside bar. £119. And the retail rate for this one is over £1,000. Then we've got a two-bed suite in Orlando, and you're redeeming those points. So you're accumulating those points each time you pay your subscription, and there's a way to get a free subscription. So do stay till the end. I'll show you that. But you're redeeming, you've got those points accumulating every single month. And when you're ready, you can then redeem those points to get a price like £114 for a two-bed suite in Orlando. These are not available through travel agents. These are available through us because this is a premium membership, costs you less than a Starbucks a day to get access. And it's exclusive to us because of the relationships that David and Adela have developed over 30 years in this industry. It's absolutely incredible. Also, give that hashtag a look. We are not a timeshare. We wouldn't go near a timeshare. There's no contracts involved with us. It's month on month, and we wouldn't go down that route because I've seen what it does to people. It's not always healthy. So this is as in a getaway example of somewhere that I went with my children. Again, saving £600. You can see the details there. It's Pine Lake Resort. It's just in Carnforth, just outside the lakes. Two-bedroom unit, and it's one of those pine lodges there. It was absolutely beautiful. My son said to me, and he's a teenager, and he said to me, "This is the best holiday I've ever had." So that is kudos for how good this travel club is. When you've got a teenage boy telling you that he's having the best holiday of his life, and you're saving £600 for him to have that experience, it's pretty phenomenal. So the third part of our membership is really, really special. It's the pièce de résistance, I guess you would say. Don't tell any of my French members that I've spoken in that language because wasn't said very well. But this is a real icing on the cake for our members. You can look at world tours. Again, families can access them, your friends can access them, anyone can access them, but you need to be aware that these are pre-planned, they are prepaid for, and they are set out in advance, a year in advance. So they're not flexible like the getaways are, they're not flexible. Again, this aspect of our membership is all about those subscription points that you're accruing every single month, and the prices that I'm talking about today for everything we're talking about is based on the platinum membership, less than a Starbucks a day, um based on that platinum membership, which you'll see more of in a moment. Venice, Italy, 5 days, breakfast included. You're looking at a member rate of £277. That retails at £890. Now, I've been on this trip, and there's a couple of other people on this call that have been on that trip, and we didn't pay £277. This is something that I really want to share with you. We paid $1 for that very same trip. And the reason that we paid $1 is because sometimes they have like flash sales. They have special rates go on for us as members. We don't ever get to find out what it's going to be. It's a beautiful surprise when it's somewhere that you've had on your bucket list, like Venice was for me. And when you see trips like that, I've done that 3 times now. So I've been to, oh no, Budapest wasn't $1, but I've been to Budapest on a solo trip. I went to Venice for $1, and last year we went to Prague for $1. And to go on these trips, the idea of this is for us to meet up with other members across the world. It's a real community feel. And if you saw the picture at the beginning of the slideshow, that was from our Prague trip. It was in November. It was close to Christmas, and you could see there was loads of us there in a big group photograph. We didn't know every single person in that picture, but we have sort of a relationship, a connection with every single one of them. Some of them didn't even speak English. They were from all over the world, but we have such a strong connection because we've got the same mindset. We believe that travel should be available for everyone. Another example there is the Dubai, 6 days in Dubai in a 5-star hotel. You get breakfast every day, £79. Should be 3 grand. And then another one, we do all-inclusive deals as well. It's funny, that's the Jamaica example that I've got there. But you're going to see a trip next that's a world tour. This was £74, and this was our trip to Crete last October. And you can see some familiar faces on those pictures. It was funny because I was on the flight on the way there and I was looking at the duty free. I've got four children, two sons, two daughters, and I took my two daughters to this particular trip. A couple of weeks later, I took my two sons to Malaga. Um, and that's how bloody special it is. We can go traveling the world. But it was funny because on the plane with my daughters, we were looking at the duty-free perfume, and there was a perfume there that cost £74. Now someone's buying that duty-free perfume for £74, and we've paid £74 for 5 days, all inclusive, in Crete in a beautiful hotel. And you can see in the background there, that picture is the hotel that we stayed at. And it should have been £913. Now you can see in that slide as well, if you see that blue line, it shows you the points that were applied. That comes off your subscription points that I've talked about. And you can see as well, I don't know if you can tell, but that blue line, it's actually a slider. So you can slide it down. So if you've seen a couple of trips that you fancy, you've got all those points, but you don't want to use them all in one go, you can actually slide it down and choose the points. You will pay a little bit more than the $99 that's showing. But you won't pay the same as you would do if you went through an agent. So it's still our retail rate, which is commission free, remember? You see how clever that is? So you can actually you can apply whatever points you prefer to apply. We've had people take a couple of trips before now and they've used different points for different trips. It's really flexible in that way, which is good. This is our Prague trip, and you can see the evidence, $1 after maximum points were applied. And this was for two adults. I'm a single mum of four. I take a solo trip every single year since finding this club. And this was my solo trip with all those beautiful people that are part of my business and part of my wider community. You can see the guy in the middle in the blue with his thumb up. That's Todd Strand. He's from the US and he's next to his beautiful wife. And he is actually the top earner within our company. And he traveled all the way over to Prague to see all these amazing people. And we, in effect, got world-class training for free while we were just sat having a coffee with him. Absolutely incredible trip. It should have been £889. We saved £888. Breakfast was included. It was in a central location, and it was just wonderful memories have been made. So what would you expect to pay for access to the services that we're showing you tonight? What would you expect to pay? Now, when I ask people that, no one ever answers me. But when they have, on the odd occasion, some people have said, oh my God, that's got to be like thousands of pounds. It's got to be tens of thousands of pounds. People are thinking sort of timeshare. Like I said, we're not timeshare, but I do know the prices of timeshare, which is absolutely extortionate. As I've mentioned before, it's less than a Starbucks a day. Now, I needed to have updated this slide from a recording that I did earlier, and I have not updated this slide, which is really handy. So I'm going to get you the prices up while I'm rambling and filling this quiet time. Just bear with me a second. Actually, I'll go over the prices and all the information about how to get a free membership in a second. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm wondering if we can hear from Mahmouda about your experience with the travel club, just because you've done a few different elements.
Yeah, I've used every single element, to be honest. I've been to Dubai on a world tour, which was my first world tour, and I took my mum. My daughters had membership, so they had a room as well, so it was a little bit of a family affair as well. Um, I felt like a celebrity because people knew me when I was there. They were like, "Oh, it's Moo," because they'd seen me on a Zoom like this. So yeah, it is amazing. Um, Crete was the food at Crete was so good. And the three of us had rooms next to each other. So we got that picture on the balcony, which was amazing. I've used the World Tour plus the wholesale site or the whole World Tour plus the getaway. So I've added two together and done it that way. Went to New
So
Orleans last year and I saved £1,720 on a 10-day trip in New Orleans.
it should always stay in your pocket. And this is part of what I'm talking about in terms of having the commission-free option as well. Just that alone, it shouldn't be when there's ways of not needing to pay that, we've got that option, haven't we? Daryl, would you like to share? I know how special this club is for you, and I know that it's absolutely transformed the way that I'm sorry about the cat running round behind me. I'm so sorry. It's transformed the way that you view travel and everything. How has it helped you? What has it done for you?
Yeah, I mean, there was a time when I used to walk down Stafford High Street with my daughter and we think, should we book a holiday? And we walked into a travel agent and without realizing what we were doing, we were just spending way too much money on a
Yeah.
family holiday. I feel like we're still paying the bloody thing off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so when you showed me this, Paul, it was like, whoa. I mean, my daughter had a bit of a shock cancer diagnosis came out of nowhere. She's absolutely fine now. But at the time, it was really scary. And all we wanted to do was make memories with
Yeah.
the family, with her boys. She's got three boys. So, yeah. So, anyway, yeah. I mean, we've been to Corfu together as a family. We've done stuff as a family. She's been away with her husband. Um, she likes now she's got a membership. She likes to go away with her husband and get away from the
Yeah.
kids and leave me with the kids. So
Yeah.
in fact they're off to Malaga next month. So I've got lovely 5 days with the kids coming up. But no, but that's great. But what it's done for me, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm sort of I've become confident to travel on my own, which I've never
Yeah.
done before. I and with the community that we have around us, there's always lots of support. So I haven't got to do it all by myself. And it's absolutely fantastic. I went to Budapest with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
We went to Malaga. And last year I did a trio of trips. I did Crete, the Crete one you've just shown, Malaga, which was half board for £15, £14.67 to be
Yeah.
precise, for 5 days and 4 nights, half board. And it's the most beautiful, beautiful location. And then we did Prague, didn't we, for a dollar?
Yeah.
So it's like, thank you very much.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I
And the
can't
thing
wait to
is,
see where I'm going next.
we've been in travel for so long now, we've got all the flight hacks as well.
Yeah.
So something that I'm really conscious of is just helping educate people in not being scared of booking independently because there's a lot of fear around doing that,
Yeah, yeah,
And
it
yet when
is.
you do, how empowering is it, Daryl?
I know, I
So
love it.
me-
I love it. I love shopping around for the flights and getting a deal. We found a flight to Malaga for £29, for heaven's
yeah,
sake. Thank you very much.
it's all doable, and this is really important to me. So let me share my screen again. Thank you so much, ladies. It's good to hear that. I'm going to share my screen again. Normally, I would have the information on here. It's just that I've been doing some recordings and stuff, and yeah. So the silver membership, be aware, you can see there's no travel points that are allocated to this membership. It's for the wholesale search engine only. So, which is a fantastic bloody deal. If you're going to save 3 grand on a trip to Portugal, it's a great deal. But you're not going to get the Prague for a dollar, for example, because it's simply not available. Now, that as a one-off, you would pay £56, dependent on conversion rates. Please be aware it's based in the US, so it is usually based on dollars, and I usually have the dollars up so that I can give you the UK conversion of the day. But it's £56 one-off and £42 monthly. Now, with that, it will give you access to car hire. You'll get access to activities and different tours and things like that. Now, the titanium and platinum membership are identical in what they provide you access to. So you get access to everything that I've shown you tonight. The prices are slightly different because, as you can see, the travel points that you get each month vary. So be aware of that. That's the only difference is you will get a higher discount rate. The platinum membership is our most popular because it gives you the most value for your money. So the titanium membership as a one-off fee to enroll, it's £120 and then around £60 each month. And then the platinum membership is £216 to enroll and £108 each month. Now, the titanium membership gives you 150 points, as you can see. Platinum gives you 270 points. So if you remember back to some of the points that I was redeeming against the travel that I've taken, I think there was one for 1,400 points. We give a guideline of around 5 or 6 months for you to hit the maximum availability of points for you to get the maximum benefits and the maximum discounts. So be aware of that. However, with the money that you're saving, you're not just taking one trip, you're taking 3 or 4. And if you're saving £800 on each one, that is adding up to way, way more than what your membership costs each month. Remember, less than a Starbucks a day. Let me see if this next. We also have a business offering, a partnership that's available to you. That is an annual fee of £79. And that gives you access to your website, a back office, marketing videos, world-class training, everything that you can think of. It's like having a business in a box that allows you to start earning an income from this. And this webinar isn't about the income opportunity, but if you'd like to learn more about that, please let me know and I can get those details to you. So I mentioned you can get a free membership. I've got a free membership. Daryl's got a free membership. Moo's got a free membership. I think a few others have. We have a referral program that is out of this world. It's really, really simple. We've been talking about the platinum membership all the way through, and we're going to stay with that platinum membership. You can get, when you've got your membership, you get a link that you can share with other people if you want to. You get world-class training that can teach you, if you want to do the business element, how to share that effectively. If that's not something you want to do, but you've got some mates that want to travel for like 80% discounts like we've shown, then you can send them that link. They can register you with you. And if you have 3 people that do that, you're in a position where you're earning an income, whether you like it or not. And the income you're earning every single day covers the cost of your platinum membership. You're in effect getting a membership for free. So I've only ever paid for 2 months of my membership. And then for the other 6 years and however many months, I've had access to all of this for free. And if you can imagine going booking Prague for 5 days for a dollar, it actually cost, I think it was 74 pence. And I've already got my membership covered. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. And it feels pretty good seeing that 74p go out of your bank account. So that's an option as well. We do have a new reward system in place. This is separate from the main part of our membership, which is what we've just talked about, our full membership options. This part of what I'm going to talk to you about is separate, but it's a really nice way of sharing some of this love, some of these savings with your friends and family, with your loved ones, with those that matter to you most. And what this is going to do, this is a free link that gives you access to car hire, hotels and activities. And it gives you an example there. So if there is a hotel and there's $500 to be saved on a couple of nights stay in a hotel, your friend saves $250 and you earn $250 to use as rewards in this part of our Ripple reward scheme. So this isn't part of your membership, and the rewards that you earn are not part of your subscription points. Remember, I talked about that. It's separate to that. But the rewards you get, you can then redeem on things like flights. So imagine, just picture this. If you are booking that Prague trip for $1, okay, and then you've used this option with regards to getting your friends cheaper travel, that free membership, that free, sorry, registration. You've used this a few times and a few of your friends have used it as well, and they're finding that it's amazing. It's available for 12 months once you're registered and they're loving it. When you've got reward credits in there, you can start redeeming them on flights. So if you get your flight covered, I think I can't remember how much my flight to Prague was. I think it was only £140 one way. I can't remember now. I get mixed up with them all, but say it's 140 quid. You've got the reward credits in there to book that flight. So in effect, you go into Prague, you've already got your flights, and it's cost you 74p. You can see how effective this membership is. And I know you will have all sorts of things going through your head right now. And I'd just like to say a great big thank you so much for listening. And if you've got any questions at all, please go back to the person that has shared this with you. Thank you.